Greetings, friends and family. It's humbling to be here without your presence. I'd like to talk tonight a little bit about relationship and in that, the gratitude I have for you and the relationship that you have to this mission, this organization, and to a new future. There was a lot of sadness of not gathering today around a table. There's a void, but we're pushing forward and we're doing the best we can. Thank you again for tuning in tonight. Normally we would be sitting together in the middle of the farm, raising our glasses in celebration and gratitude. It's a different year. 2020 has been a wild ride for most of us. It's a strong inflection point for humanity, and what I'd like to propose is that we go towards the light, we go towards the possibility of a new future that works for the most amount of people, that grounds us back to this earth. A green feast is traditionally our farm dinner. It's our celebration. Humans have gathered around the table for millennia, for generations, each of us. That's our culture. Sitting across from one another, meaningful conversations with people that care. And for us, it's been 12 years strong on this beautiful property. So many incredible memories, like that time when our hero, Alice Waters, joined us for dinner, and all those incredible chefs and farmers and you. And I remember last year, we sat in the lights between the citrus orchard, embarking on a new journey together. The transformation from this 1 acre oasis that we've created together into the new farm. And that signifies this kind of moving into the new vision, the vision that was holding us here for the first 10 years and hosting countless hundreds of thousands in a meaningful hands-on way, which how do we retrofit our households to live back in relationship to nature and one another? And over the last year, together, we've pivoted over 28 acres and a significant new evolution of how do we transform our food system and build a different and deeper relationship to one another through our basic needs. Connection and systems, relationship and nature, these are all things that I think about on a very regular basis. Think about agriculture. We've been tilling and stewarding the land for thousands of years. Before that, we were in harmony and relationship to our seasons, our resources, our community, and things have changed. Things have changed over the previous generations. And again, we are at this inflection point where I think we get to move forward in a new light. I'm standing in front of a 140-year-old historic farmhouse built in 1878. It was the symbology of a new evolution, railroads and redwood, the transition outside of a more natural lifestyle. You can imagine this house, this beautiful historic farmhouse was a mansion, sat in the middle of a farm field where the man was a Podium Express rider, planted English walnuts. As the railroad came into town, things changed. And when I came into town in 2008, this was an empty house and a dirt lot, ultimately hoping to hold a similar reference point for change. And you answered the call. We came together and we planted seeds, we cultivated ideas, we gathered, we celebrated, and we've transformed not just this vibrant homestead, but hopefully yours as well along the way. Green Feast is that symbology that we can transform our relationship to nature. We can get back to getting in hand in relationships with our friends and our neighbors on a regular basis. Imagining a new future. Imagining how we care for all children of all species for all time. And the reason why we've done this is because our systems are broken. They've been designed that way. We've industrialized nature. And we've done this for a long time. Humans have had an adverse relationship with nature for very many generations. It's how we grow our food, It's how we transport ourselves. It's how we light our houses. It's all at odds with nature. And when we're at odds with nature, we're at odds with each other. And our opportunity is to change that. This place signifies that. Your relationship to us signifies that. What change looks like when we build relationship back to this beautiful planet. We imagine creative solutions that allow us to thrive once again. As we know, 2020 again is the most important year of our lives. COVID hit and it changed everything, and it changed everything for us. The systems were broken and they became much more visible. It wasn't that then the systems were broken, it's that they've always been broken, it's that they were just brought to a new visibility and light. As grocery stores sat empty, people looking for their basic needs, there were farmers that didn't know what to do with the thousands of tons of food that they were wasting. Our disconnect between supply chains, between relationship, between producer and consumer. And maybe that's the problem, is that we think of ourselves as consumers. We consume. We all do. We eat it up. Sometimes good, sometimes bad. But we're all part of this system, and we're all looking to change that. I'm a father of 2 young, beautiful children, and I know that if we don't make changes, that the next 140 years, which is really what we're at the intersection of, will be much different. And I'm hoping that together we create a path for a new future that allows them, our children, and the children's children, and the many generations before that and after that, to have a beautiful experience on this beautiful planet. As grocery stores shelves sat empty, we became essential. This idea of ecology, which is the relationship between humans and this beautiful planet, became essential. Growing food in community became essential. And we were grateful to serve. You came to us and we were here to support you. You showed up by the hundreds and it felt like Coachella, and at least it felt like that. And we were so grateful for your support, for you pulling in, because our whole mission here is to serve you and to serve this greater vision and mission. I'll never forget coming back on this farm when things were upside down, and looking around and seeing an incredible group of people. This farm family that we've created is so rich and dynamic, and everyone rolled up their sleeves. Everyone. And we planted seeds. We knew that we needed to grow more food, and we knew we needed to pack more boxes, and we did. We transformed our production of the farm from 40% to 100%. We're growing food on 20 acres, certified organic, 200 different varieties of fruits, vegetables, and flowers, all for you. We packed more boxes, 1,000 boxes a week, thousands of boxes, donated 30,000 pounds of food. We made the early commitment to share our surplus, to make sure that we didn't leave anyone behind. And you've done the same with us. You supported us when you could, and we thank you. This idea of caring for the planet, caring for one another, and sharing our surplus, those are our core ethics here. It was so incredibly humbling to be able to pack boxes, sit in the rain, and put those boxes in your car. You showed up for us, and we hopefully showed up for you. And we're just getting started. This is our first season. And what this really stands for is the transformation of our food system. Is building relationship. As we build relationship to the source, we build relationship to the earth, we build relationship to a new future. We have so much gratitude, and this is what tonight's really all about. My hope is that we can repair the systems. If you look around, you've been here before, you look around, we can. Working on the ecological elements is actually pretty easy. I've done it over 20 years, thousands of acres, hundreds of acres. It's observation, it's understanding nature's pattern, and it's putting the pieces back together in a sensible way. Nature is seeking to be. And I guess the question to you is, are we willing to consider ourselves as part of nature as well? I know I do, and I try to do my best I can. And it's not easy, and I understand that. It's one step at a time. Simple solutions. We're all on a different journey. And we thank you for joining us tonight. We've got a special program for you. We put together some of our mentors, some of our friends, many of our farm team here to say thank you, to share a little bit about what we've been doing over the last 6 months, invite you into what we want to do for the next 140 years, the next multi-generations. And we know that the next steps, and that's why we're here today, is we're here to celebrate, we're here to build solidarity, we're here to recalibrate and imagine coming back together. And we're raising money, we're raising those important resources for us to sustain and grow. We're raising the resources in order to continue to ground this model. And what this model is a farm that represents a new food system. And you that show up every day to pick up your farm share and shop in our farm stand, you're a part of that solution. Thank you. We spend a lot of time nourishing the soil, building an ecology, building a farm that balances all of these important pieces of how do we feed you and how do we feed the environment at the same time. My 20-year thesis has been imagining a food system that causes no harm, but that does the opposite, that does create significant benefit. You'll hear a word called regenerative agriculture. It's happening. It's a system that gives more than it takes. It's imagining that food can grow in harmony with nature and each other. That's what this place stands for. There's a film on Netflix right now, just came out. We did the premiere here 2 weeks ago called Kiss the Ground. I'd recommend all of you guys see it. It's a great documentation of what is happening here every single day. This regenerative model, we think of it as a regenerative food system. It's the farm and the regenerative agriculture, but it's a bigger relationship. We call this a village, and the people that work here are villagers. They're artists and farmers and children and teachers, chefs, and you. We're all part of this incredible village. It's really humbling to be here, carrying the torch and standing for us all coming together to be the best for the world. So I'd like to raise my glass to you for being here tonight, because that means the most to us. And to those at the table, thank you. Thank you for taking the time. Thank you for getting a Green Feast basket. Thank you for those that got creative and made their own. Thank you to Chef Jennifer and Chef Ryan and all of our volunteers for compiling that incredible meal. Thank you to our farm team for growing all those incredible ingredients. So many people to thank, and I will go through a long list of those at the end of the program. But I would like to toast all of us creating a movement to transform our food system. There are reference points of this throughout the country, and Southern California is the least obvious place for this to land, and we're going to make it happen together. We're going to transform Southern California's food system, one farm at a time, one meal at a time, and this starts tonight. So thank you guys all. I hope you enjoy the program. I'll be back for a little bit more, and honored and humbled to be here of service. Thank you guys. Happy Green Feast. When I came onto this beautiful property 12 years ago, I was met with a 140-year-old historic empty farmhouse and a dirt lot. And we planted a seed and a vision for creating a cultural center where together we can imagine a new future. My name's Evan Marks. I'm the founder and executive director of the Ecology Center. The Ecology Center is this incredible village that celebrates the multi-thousand-year-old culture and the foundation of humanity, where we all come together to strive for a new future. Our core values within this organization are to care for the planet, to care for people, and to share the surpluses that we have accessible to us. Our first 10 years were turning and transforming a dirt lot into an ecological oasis. We engaged hundreds of thousands in that first 10-year journey through farm dinners, through seasonal festivities, and many other activities. The aspirations and the vision of this organization were always much greater than 1 acre. And when the city invited us to take over the stewardship of the 28-acre farm around us, it was a dream come true. When we took over the farm, it was an exercise for designing a pure expression of food that celebrates the power and creativity of humanity. To imagine a future that is so much more beautiful, more delicious, and more enjoyable for the most amount of people. And to be able to stretch our creative capacity over 20 acres and to build a farm for the future has been a really incredible 18 months. When COVID-19 hit, we realized that the work of the Ecology Center was essential. As an organization, we mobilized and met the needs of our community. We expanded our team to grow more food, to pack more boxes. We delivered and distributed thousands of farm share harvest boxes. We donated over 20,000 pounds of produce. Every day we come to work at the Ecology Center, putting our heads down to model a new future, one that seeks to build abundance for all. One farm can't change the world, but we're doing our best to try. The Ecology Center is building a blueprint for an ecological food future, and it takes all of us, the hard work of our team, our dedicated volunteers, and the incredible generosity of our philanthropic community. Transforming the basic building blocks of culture and society is going to take a lot of time and a lot of work, and we invite you to participate. So gather your seeds, till the soil, plant them, water them, and together we can cultivate a new future.
Hello, I'm Alice Waters, and I'm the owner of Shape and East Restaurant and the founder of the Edible Schoolyard Project in Berkeley, California. But I'm here to support the Ecology Center because it's doing such incredible work. They have an organic, regenerative farm, and it's feeding 750 families a week. And they give 20% of what they grow to people that are underserved in their community. What could be better? What could be better? So I hope you will support the Ecology Center. Thank you so much.
Hey, my name is Chad Nelson. I'm the CEO of the Surfrider Foundation. We're a coastal and ocean conservation organization and proud partners of the Ecology Center. At the end of the day, we all live in watersheds, so the choices we make about our food, how we treat the land, and everyday choices about sustainability ultimately affect the land and the sea. Ev and I connected both as surfers and lovers of the ocean, and people committed not only to protecting the environment, but building community around protecting the environment as well. So we couldn't be more proud to be working with the Ecology Center, and we see our work as being really complementary.
Hi, I'm Dr. Zach Bush. It is a real pleasure to come to you today. I am joining the Ecology Center in a cry to action for communities to come together for a healthy and sustainable future for our children and the world at large. My pathway has taken me from the hallowed halls of big academic centers of medicine and research to rural Virginia, and then ultimately to the rural heartlands of the United States and beyond. The journey got me there through the investigation of the chronic disease epidemics that are threatening the very fabric of our nation today. As we dove deeper and deeper into the science of chronic disease, it became evident that we were not finding a problem, but an opportunity for a completely different health for the future, for our children, for generations to come, and ultimately for the planet to come. The discovery was around the intersection of human health and ecologic health at that crossroads of agriculture and food systems, borne out through the microbiome. It is the ecology within us and around us that determines the trajectory of human health. And that is a massive paradigm shift for all aspects of medicine, public health, and public policy to wrap its head around. We have to come to terms with the fact that humans are not at the center of human health. We are in fact a symptom or a result of the ecologic continuity around us, whether it be the life in the soils that we eat from or the air that we breathe. Our health is the result and is in fact determined by the resilience and regenerative capacity of those natures. For this reason, the work of the Ecology Center is paramount. It is going to take a community effort to transform the behavior, not just of big consumer good type industries, but really the small microenvironments of our transportation and energy decisions, our communication and education decisions. All of these are going to be founded upon consumer behavior at a very fundamental level. And so you are playing a critical role today in joining this community to realize and envision that future that will bring health to our children and planet. Thank you for your participation.
Hey, what's up? This is Tristan Prettyman. I'm a mom, a musician, a gardener, a surfer, a comedian at times, a chicken wrangler like I am today. And I am passionate about food and community because it's literally the fabric of our lives. It's what holds our lives together and makes it so rich and yummy. And what I love about the Ecology Center is they bridge food and community so beautifully, so effortlessly. And you know, I know it's important to me to know where my food is grown, to know where it comes from. I love being in community, getting to know my neighbors and volunteering and getting my hands in the dirt, in the farm, learning farming techniques that I can take home to my garden and teach my child. I've learned so much working with the Ecology Center volunteering, and I'm super excited for the upcoming Digital Green Feast. So I hope that you will join us, support us. I know I will be, and I hope to see you there. It's gonna be awesome. And yeah, all right, I gotta go wrangle the chickens, but thanks for watching, and please join us for Green Feast. It's always a delicious, lovely good time. Bye.
Hey, I'm David Pratt, chef owner of Brick Restaurant in San Clemente. I come here every single morning to get my vegetables. It's an amazing opportunity for, as a chef, to have my produce grown in these fields. I can see it grow. I can help pick it sometimes, and I can give it to you. I love what they do. I love the commitment to quality, to teaching our next generation about the importance of organic vegetables, of sustainability, and the message of the Ecology Center. I really care about what I give my kids, and I really care about what I feed your kids as well. This is a great opportunity for me, and thank you for your support.
Hi there, this is Joe Baird, Chairman of the Ecology Center. In my day job, after a lifetime of chasing large corporations around the world, I now have the privilege of working with 29 organic farmers in Northern California. Both my wife and I have decided to go all in our efforts to heal the planet. Here at the Ecology Center, we have a special opportunity to really impact an entire generation of children and others here in Southern California. A new relationship with the natural world, food, and each other. Today we're building a partnership with the farm, producers and consumers directly knowing each other and working together instead of an anonymous food supply chain. So thank you on behalf of the hundreds of volunteers, our dedicated staff and farmers, and the board of directors. Welcome and enjoy Green Feast 2020.
To Evan and the Ecology Center, I'm Robbie.
I'm Steve.
And we want to toast you from Condor's Hope.
And we really are proud, Evan, of all that you've been able to do at the Ecology Center and how you've taken your education from UC Santa Cruz in agroecology and really put it into action. It's pretty incredible what you guys have going on.
You're teaching from families to people surrounding you, connecting them with the food that they enjoy every day. Thank you for all you're doing.
Thank you, and salud.
Hi, my name is Michael Gazanson, and I want to tell you how I met Evan. I was on a trip with my family and down in Costa Rica on the Osa Peninsula, and we stopped at a farm and there was a guy there who was doing permaculture. He was converting this farm to permaculture. It was fascinating, and we had a great talk, and it was really interesting. And so we said, what's your next project? And he said, I'm going to go back to California, to Orange County, and do an organic farm. And I kind of chuckled and looked at him and said, lots of luck, brother. I've been doing business with organic foods in Orange County for a long time, so I wish you luck. And we left and took off, went home. A couple years go by, and my assistant comes in the office and says, hey, there's some guy on the phone, wants to talk to you. He says his name is Evan, and you met him in Costa Rica. Yeah, okay, sure, put him on. Evan comes on, and he says, would you be willing to come down and to the Ecology Center that I've opened and give a talk at one of our evening gatherings? And I said, sure, that'd be great. And so I drove down, not knowing exactly what to expect. And when I got there, I was blown away, just completely blown away about, what he had done in a short time and how he made the arrangements and got the city on board and all of those things. And since that time, we've been there a number of times and tried to support as much as we could. And each time, it takes another quantum leap at the center. And now, of course, with the 25 acres of organic farm and the stand and all of that, it's just an amazing thing. And all of the work that the Ecology Center and Evan and his team do with kids and outreach and in the community and the farm share and all of that is an example of where we have to go in the future with distributed production of local farms, creating local farm economies. And I think that what Evan and his team has done is absolutely the model. And I wish them all the luck and hope all of you are enjoying yourselves. Take care and peace.
I'm Tracy Yassini. I'm the development manager here at the Ecology Center, and I believe in a society that gives more than it takes. That's why I love working here. That's why I'm inspired what I do every day, working on initiatives like Nourishing Neighbors, where we give back 20% of what we grow. I love sharing community, I love sharing food, and I love the Ecology Center.
Hi, I'm Allie Wilson. I'm the buyer in the farm stand, and it's really fun to bring in the most local products around, from local farmers to local makers to products that are sustainable and zero to minimal waste in packaging. And we hope that you come in and have the most beautiful experience every time you shop with what's fresh and in season.
Hi, my name is Mark Magera. I am a board member here at the Ecology Center. My background primarily was with a restaurant called Chez Panisse in Berkeley, where I did the front of the house thing, and I'm bringing a little of that here to the Ecology Center. I used to actually live down in this fine community of Orange County, and I escaped for about 30 years, but this has been a real attractive lure for me to come back down and work with these fantastic people, and I'm very inspired to be around a lot of good, young, smart, interesting people.
Hi, my name is Gabe. I help run our farm share program here at the Ecology Center, and I'm super excited that I get to help deliver fresh food to our community.
Hey, my name's Ryan. I'm a cook, and I work on value-added products and special projects here at the Ecology Center. It's an incredible opportunity to work on sustainable food and bring really high-value products with the beautiful produce that we have coming off the farm. And it's just a total privilege to be here to show people what regenerative farming and regenerative eating are really all about.
My name's Katie. I grew up coming here and planting trees and eating all the yummy fruits. And now I actually manage the farm stand, and it's such a neat opportunity to bring the best food you can to an amazing community around us.
I'm Katie. I work in the market garden growing these lettuces. I'm so grateful for the work I get to do with my hands in the earth, and grateful I get to share these beautiful lettuces with everyone.
I'm Gregory from the Education Department here. At the Ecology Center, we strive to teach kids of all ages principles of permaculture, namely, care for the earth, care for people, and fairly share. And we do this by practicing and appreciating meaningful work. We grow food, each other, our minds, our curiosity, our hearts. We make things that are beautiful. It's always important to bring beauty into the world and to give back more than we take. And of course we eat, and boy do we eat. And we eat the food that we have grown together, that we make together, and that we find in community together.
Hi, I'm Chef Jenn, and I am the culinary director here at the Ecology Center. And it's pretty much a chef's dream to be able to work and cook on a farm. And the best thing is that I get to teach people about cooking with fresh produce off the farm, and with recipes and beautiful products that we cook and put in the farm stand for everyone to experience and learn about. And I think I am the luckiest person on the planet to be able to be here at the Ecology Center.
Hi, my name is Jonathan Zeidman. I'm the Director of Impact and Partnerships at the Ecology Center. I'm passionate about bringing beautiful, fresh, local, sustainable, organic ingredients to community members in need and helping building educational programs that help foster the future generation of leaders, farmers, and educators.
Hola, me llamo Mario. Yo tengo 30 años aquí trabajando. Me encargo de toda la agricultura y de preparar las tierras y soy tractorista. Gracias.
We thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. While we're not together at a big long table in the middle of the farm, we are breaking bread and raising the important resources necessary to grow our vision and impact. Tonight, we're raising resources through a special auction that will put resources into nourishing our neighbors, growing a farm to model a regenerative food future, as well as training up and mentoring the next generation through our farm apprenticeship program. Our first auction item is one of my favorites, Chef Drew Deckman, coming from the Guadalupe Valley, bringing his culture and energy and seafood to our farm for you and your friends. The next auction item is our very own Chef Jennifer Sherman, straight from Chez Panisse in Berkeley, California, bringing you a special wine dinner for you and your friends. An experience that we've been prototyping and we'd like to offer to you tonight is called Peace Pizza, inviting your friends and family for a special experience to craft your own pizzas with Chef Jennifer, harvest ingredients from the farm, and sit down for a community table with wine and all of the other offerings for an incredible dinner at the Ecology Center. While we're not together doing film nights this summer, we invite you and your friends for an intimate film experience. We have 3 incredible films: Island Earth from my friend Cyrus Sutton, 5 Summer Stories from Greg McGilvery, and The Biggest Little Farm. Some of our favorites that we curated for you. Come, choose a movie. Got popcorn and snacks and all sorts of farm adventures for you guys and your family. Don't want to miss out on that summer experience that is so special and precious here at the Ecology Center. Our favorite offering at this year's auction is a farm stay at the Ecology Center. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to spend the night at the Ecology Center and the 140-year-old farm. Starts with a dinner with Chef Jennifer and a farm tour with the ecological education and adventure, a campfire, overnight stay for your family in our yurt, and a breakfast. We invite you for a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity at the Ecology Center. Tonight's special auction and these once-in-a-lifetime ecological experiences are available for 2 weeks at theecologycenter.org. Please help us raise the important resources to grow our vision and impact, to mentor the next generation of farmer, to build a farm for the future, and to nourish our neighbors in need. We thank you for your generosity, for your ability to give more than you take and to share the surpluses that you have. We couldn't do this work without your generosity and support. Thank you so much. Friends and family, Green Feast 2020. We hope we don't have to do it exactly like this again. We're looking forward to bringing you back on the farm and reconnecting, toasting our glasses. So much gratitude into this evening, this organization. I've got a long list of people I'd like to thank. I'll start actually with the guys to my right. Thanks to Noah and Cohen and Sean for pulling this whole production together. Thank you guys. I'd like to thank my family. Couldn't do this work without their support. My wife, Kristen, thank you. Sage and Ocean, you're my spiritual leaders. Thank you for guiding me every day. My mom, Vicky, and David, my dad, thank you guys. You're here every day. You've been here every day since day one, and it means a lot. I've got an incredible board of directors. I feel so honored and humbled to be in collaboration with such incredible people. Those that really roll up their sleeves every single day to push this vision into the world. I'd like to thank Joe Baird, Caitlin Wegge, Sarah Lowell, Katie Cooper, Mark McGarrah, Aaron Brown. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. We got a lot of work to do, and we've had a good journey. Our campaign committee, there's another group of people here that really dig in such meaningful ways to bring this village to life. Jimmy Peterson, you're one of a kind. Karen Jaffe, Nikki Wilson, Jennifer Segerstrom, many of our board members. We couldn't do this work without you. We're in the beginning of a capital campaign in order to fund this crazy idea of building a village that models humans in harmony with nature. A farm that really speaks to our values and our vision every single day, growing food for the community, a culinary center, an arts and culture center, school, and many other great ideas. The donors that have been here since day one to help make these ideas from a dirt lot to our vision of a village come to life. Sarah, Ann, and Beto of the Merciful Foundation. I'm incredibly humbled to be in partnership with you guys literally since before day one. Again, Jimmy and Sheila Peterson, Karen Jaffe, Katie Cooper, Caitlin, and the Wegge family, thank you so much. The Sal family, thank you. John Kramer, Cheryl Hammond, Rosemary Kramer Wright Foundation, you guys are transformative friends. The Hexberg family, and countless others. There are thousands of members and volunteers that make this work happen. Couldn't do it without you guys. Our staff, you've seen some of them tonight. There's about 50 of us here every day that put this together. Thank you so much for what you put your hearts into this incredible idea. Gracias a los agricultores con quien nos cultivamos el futuro nuevo para los niños. Gracias. Our farm children bring light to all of us. There's kids here every single day. Gregor and Colleen for leading the children. To the mentors, many of you saw on the film my Professor Steve Gleesman, board chair, deep mentor, Joe Baird, thank you. Alice Waters, you're always a hero. We'll bring you back hopefully one day soon. Michael B., thank you so much. Remember being in Costa Rica with you and remember being here with you not that long ago. Look forward to having you back. Many partners to make this work happen. The City of San Juan Capistrano, thank you. Our friends and neighbors of which we have shared vision towards impact, which is our children, which is our Kenosha Elementary, Del Obispo Elementary, the Boys and Girls Club. These are all our neighbors and partners. CREER, Project Hope, Unidos, Breakthrough San Juan. These are all organizations that we partner with around distribution and education. Couldn't do this work without your support. And of course you. All of this takes you. We're asking you tonight to dig in and consider sharing the surpluses that you have. We have an incredible auction. It's live right now. It's going to be up for 2 weeks. We've got some amazing events, amazing opportunities that you can only find here. Get you back on the farm, get you back connected with what's happening and what you miss about being here. Yeah, we're really trying to raise money through that auction, through a pledge. Those that just can raise your hand for spending some money, we thank you. We're building a farm model to imagine a new future and a relationship to food. We're doing it every day and it continues to take resources in order to do this work. to put those resources into this farm to allow us to continue to nourish our neighbors in need, to help ensure that there's equity within this agriculture. And that's the future vision of this organization, but hopefully then one of yours as well, is that we've got the rising tide lifts all boat. We've got to nourish all. And of course, in order to replicate this work, it's going to take another generation. And it's children, but it's also young farmers that are ready to dig in, and we're excited to launch our farm apprenticeship program next year. So thank you guys. These resources all go to these endeavors. We are at a crossroads. This 2020 is a critical year. As we all know, there's a lot at stake here on many fronts, and my invitation to you, and I hope it's shared, is that we can move towards a new future of positivity, relationship, connection, harmony, joy, happiness. Food is our culture. It always has been. We can never forget that. We're missing you at the table tonight, but our farm stand is open. You're sitting with your friends and family. We can still do all of these pieces. Let's push towards an equitable and ecological food future for all. Again, thank you. I wish you guys an incredible night. I hope to see you soon. Love and respect.